Greetings, family. We have a special edition of the Lion Voice tonight. We're going to merge Lion Voice, Lion Talk. Received an appeal of assistance to help raise awareness of the restoration efforts happening in Ethiopia for the Holy Trinity Church. We have a special interview with Honorable Chaplain Kip Ezekiel. Very special first interview I've done with someone straight in Ethiopia. We're going into the relationship between Rastafari and the Orthodox Church and the different restoration projects that Rastafari family has been involved in on the ground in Ethiopia with the churches. So this is a special one. It's 2 hours. Watch it fully, family. This is the value that we are bringing with the Lion Voice. We're global and we are bringing the works and the frontline workers as the works are happening in real time. So full enjoy the episode. Drop a comment. Let us know how you feel. Lion Pride, check in. You don't know how we are dealing with the thing because what? The time has come for the lions. Yeah, you know the rest.
Greetings, this is Warrior King, and the time has come for the lions and the lioness to tell their own story. This is the lion's voice. Give thanks and praise for the wonderful blessing that's been poured on me. Give thanks and praise. Jah use I as an instrument to set the people free. Jah give her the power to chant. Jah give her the power to chant. Rastafari, the lion's voice.
Amina, the time has come for the lioness to tell our own story. No surrender, no retreat, we are Jaja soldier. Rougher than the streets, tougher than a boulder. Bigging up Lamb's voice. Now put it, I jolly for say that.
Them love the work, them know what the work is about. So them come up, we raise some money through raffles and them thing there, and you know, what we did expect we get double that in at the end, like time did all run out. So Jah is always there, I'm never late.
Give thanks, give thanks.
So we raise the money. So by we raise so much money now, is the church in a Harar head office they call, you know. I did call him. I call him for something else, for the secretary. And him the secretary for the whole Harar get. You know, and he said, you know, share some of the money with the Jersey Agoro. Because him here now said them are the repairs. So them know say our heart is all around there. So as him say, but I did hear about it about 2 weeks ago before.
Okay.
But I not said nothing to him. Is him said to me, say, any money we want to raise, share it with the other church because them need repairs too. As much as the church, that's what God bless it, and we could have done even more than that. As I say, it was a blessing, you know. We bless all who participate. When I say we bless, you know, I mean say God bless, you know. You know what I mean?
Give thanks.
Giving thanks and praise, you know. Yeah. Well, when we're looking at the book of Ezekiel 44, can just, all right, even if we go before that, then we can see at every time the God of Israel or the Jah of Israel enter through the east door, after him door that. Yeah, in any scripture you see. After him door that, the east door. We know it. You understand? So now this is the birthplace of his the spiritual name of that church is the east gate to the covenant of mercy. So the Ezekiel now 1 to yeah. So when you read Ezekiel 44 now, it said this is the gate where the God of Israel came in by. All right, it says so other place. Right? It shall be shut. It is for the prince. The prince shall sit in it to eat bread. So this is the gate where the God of Israel come in. This is where Haile Selassie born. And this is also the Olive Mountain. So it's not too hard, you know. It's not a hard kind of trail that we depart, you know. And so, what if I think up there? So anyway, 3 years after that, them dig up and find them refurbish a church that is at the back of the St. Michael Church in Harar. That was the church with so much history. You know, I have a book I go come out too with Dr. Asantua. So some of them things there, you know, I have now one of the chapter then about Yeshima, but so many history behind that, that is another thing. So many years after now, them are go fix that, and them the bottom of the church when them ready for knock it out. It's soft when them look. It's Ras Makanan and Yeshima bet and Yilma
Wow.
body under the church. You know what I mean?
Oh,
In a
wow.
coffin, but the church was stopped being used to 100 and about 160 years. Some one of them know. We just stay upon the trad, 'cause from we hear about him and him light shine upon we just move up on the trad. No end no dead. Haile Selassie forever. You can't done it all in a year time. But just do your part and make sure you contribute, like the lion's voice, we giving thanks, we are real Rasta platform where you can, cause all type of people have platform, so we have to use these
Yes.
mediums and medias to gather with people together. Oh, so that works. Now lead to the works down in after that now we get introduced to the St. Mark Church in Addis Ababa.
Okay.
And then now, yeah, and then now when we get introduced to them say them have some celebrating 100 year plus them a do renovation too. But not renovation, them a make like some mall outside of them. Cause what every church have to do, every church have to build up them like some little shops and them thing around cause after them land that. You know what I mean? Cause no land no there. Everybody only have the land where them depend. Government, the past two government, them take where well the government before. Any land, church land, anything, them scrape that way. People land and it's just so it's like them kind of thing, the Africa kind of mentality, tribalism, run pan. So every church have to fend for itself. You know what I mean? I saw it about it. Have a big old riches put on over there. So the church, like the main church, you see certain church rich, like Kulubi Gabriel, that built by McCannon again. You know what I mean? So you have to see all of them royal churches where foundation the country, the royal churches. So the St. Mark now this is in Addis Ababa now. It is on the compound of the university. So it's there
Okay.
His Majesty used to pray. That the one I mean praying place every morning. Some of the dirt of Jerusalem in the Holy of Holies. You know what I mean? So when Jah call we to all them place and all them works, it's Jah road. This Jah is the paymaster, I do nothing. I just a walk in a Jah road. We just a walk Jah road. We hear all of the song them where Rasta sing. We hear the bingy sound. We hear everything. I would know say I no joke none of them thing there for. So we just walk the road as diligent as we can. So yeah man, so the tradition move on coming down to the Trinity Church. So we went there to that church here and now we did good there because we they asked us to make a speech and we make a speech and we chant a song, it's like a mixed dingy Orthodox kind of thing. And it was well received by the people, man, them love it. So we give thanks to that. So, from there, someone there told us see us and they approach us again and as Rasta and say, Rasta, the Trinity Church, want to fix up, you know what I mean? It's like, on that thing. Yeah, man. Sorry, the voice. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
we're
Give me the
looking at
volume.
that
Give
to
me the
say,
volume. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Look at that. Another, everything if you link with His Majesty, Ejersagoro, the mother and father place, the place where him personally a pray. Now we reach there so to the Trinity Church. It's just a mystic, you know what I mean?
Wow.
So
Wow.
Ja Road just a move. So we are encouraged ones and ones say, support Majesty thing if we no can. And remember the bank account is for the church. Nothing to do with we. Cause one of our thing is mistrust amongst ourselves. You know what I mean? So, this is a bigger thing. The church are handle it. Them approach us. Them know say, the affinity where we have for His Majesty. That is why things is happening. It's not by man. Yeah, it's by the Spirit of the Most High, Kadamawi Haile Selassie. All are impersonal church, them are them where I get involved. Now them allow if they all sing a song. So we give thanks, we don't know other people look on it, other people go fire burn, fire blaze, fire. Yeah, keep it on with the fire, it's just fire we love blaze. So we
Yes,
know some
I.
of them out there blaze all the work now. So we just say well no problem. We give thanks to where we are do and watch the naysayers. The kingdom is a heart for a kingdom Rasta do work everywhere. So even if a man
Yes,
not
I.
see Orthodox side of the work, not feel like say anything funny. But I only I say make we heart be towards Mount Zion. So this is his royal heritage, and the Trinity Church name is the spiritual name is Membere Sabaoth, the altar of victory. That church was built. It started before the war. Right, yeah, it started before the war foundation. It have a history to before it from Menelik and some other um, you know, nobles and all of them there. His Majesty come now and build that now. It have different name before, but it go to the Holy Trinity, because they're from over 100 years before His Majesty born, from 83. No, just after His Majesty born, then Menelik start work on that. And His Majesty now come. So so dedicated to the victory over the fascists. So that's why it named Membere Sabaoth, the altar of victory. Powerful things them there, my people.
Well, lion voice, tell them that's the people first choice. Lion voice, make the lioness them feel nice. Lion voice, with the lion cubs we sacrifice. Lion voice, got to show the people them the life. Lion voice.
Well, great is the Almighty, and greatly to be praised in the city of Haile Selassie I, the mountain of His holiness.
Yeah, from Cape to Cairo, from Timbuktu to the Nile, the whole entire continent.
Beautiful for situation, the joy of the whole earth is Mount Zion, from Accra to Addis Ababa.
Yes, it's a beautiful continent, better control, Mama Africa.
Very beautiful.
From Cape to Cairo, from Timbuktu to the Nile, I smile. From Mama
I hear you call Mama Africa. Been so long since I seen Mama. Father of Africa set the law. The lion come and dismantle Babylon flaw. We gonna use solar energy, use sanitation to build the ecology. We utilizing green technology. We hailing Haile Selassie first without apology. And then we build the youth them economy. We dismantle Babylon monopoly. We teach the youth them how to live properly. Tell them make sure them got the title for them property.
Yes, this beautiful continent, better control, Mama Africa.
Greetings in that divine name of His Imperial Majesty, Emperor Haile Selassie I. Glory and honor in the name of His chosen Queen, Empress Waziri Menen. My name is Kwasi Bansu, aka the Chasmarch Kwasi, aka Ras Kwasi, aka the Reading Ras, aka the Panafrican Happy Man. I'm a creative industry attorney, I'm an artist, I'm an author, I'm an actionist, and right now I am the host of Lion Talk. Welcome to the Lion Voice Network, and welcome to Lion Talk, where the lions and the lionesses are telling our own story. We have a very, very special interview today. We are going to the holy mountains of Zion. to reason with the chaplain of the Ethiopian World Federation. There's a major project that's happening that we want to bring light to. And family, this is why Rastafari independent, non-aligned media is so important, because we have things that are happening all over creation that need highlight, that the family need for tuning in upon, and we cannot depend on third-party platforms to bring these things to the forefront. So I just really pray that the family full joy this. I was there reasoning with myself and saying, boy, may I try build this platform and it's going slow. But then I realized, as Rastafari, we're so used to seeing brethren and sisters coming and just running them out, and them just run them out. However, them don't know why, so I overstand. But I can guarantee the eye that we are serious about this work and that this platform is global. That is one thing I want to really touch base. Big up the Lion Pride. The Lion Pride is springing up to the four corners of the earth. Big up the Lion Pride on Patreon. We have 15 fire angels who are investing financially with the platform now. We give thanks because they are not, they see the vision. There has to be some sacrifice, family. There's no uprising that is done completely on volunteer assistance. And in fact, this is why most of these uprisings get corrupted, because the finance, at the end of the day, the realities and the economics weigh in. We are in the modern time, family. That means we have direct to audience access. That means we don't have to worry. We can have our uprising funded by the people in the uprising through the technology. So we have to utilize them thing here. So one thing I really want to do with this platform is seeing the Rastafari, the Panafrican dollar circulate. So we don't just want the item watch this guest and we just watch it and we sit down and we go to the store, go buy coffee, go buy some junk food for the youth them, or so, and we don't give a $5, a $10, $25 to the cause. As I said to the item don't have to support the Lion Voice network. There are many platforms. However, the item must support Rastafari. If you say you are treading Rastafari, you must be invested, or you're a joke. This is the energy and the fire that we are on right now, because it's Armageddon. We see what's happening in the Middle East. We see what's going on even in Zion, and we're going to touch on some of the situation on the ground in Ethiopia with this guest. So big up Lion Pride on Patreon. Big up all of the sponsors. We have Ramia King Design and all of our sponsors who again see the vision and they are supporting. Big up yourself. All right, so we have the housekeeping out of the way. We are now going to introduce our guest. Our guest is a chaplain of the Ethiopian World Federation, and we'll go into the history of the Ethiopian World Federation in Ethiopia, because it is an institution directly founded by Kadamawi Haile Selassie I. This guest, very versed in the scripture. He has a YouTube channel. He is part of the Rastafari media, giving us that ecclesiastical sip of a chaplain. We're going to be working together. So this is just part one of many interview or out of view that the item will see from the island of Jamaica originally, and we'll get that whole transition. Please, family, help I to welcome the Honorable Chaplain Kip Ezekiel. Royal blessings, family.
Yeah, man, give thanks and praise for that blessed love. It's an honor, for being on this platform. The Lion Voice, is a pride, Really, we're giving thanks and praise for this uprising time, when is our wave. It's our time to shine. So big up to all of the ones them who are support and see the vision to really build what we have going in our time, So blessed love.
Yes, we give thanks, and Again, this is special. This is our first interview in Ethiopia. So, we've done South Africa, and that was our first real foray. We did Ghana. We've done Ghana as well. But the eye is now the first person that we are interviewing who is residing in the holy mountains of Zion. It have a special place. Yes, the whole Africa is Zion, is Ethiopia. But we know that, when you talk about Addis Ababa, you're talking about the throne room. When you talk about that geography right there, you're talking about the throne room of Zion, the literal holy mountains, Mount Simeon and all these massive structures of the Rift Valley. So I just want I introduce yourself. Where were you born? And give us your journey to Rastafari. Were you born in a Rastafari family? What was that journey that brought you to the divinity of Kadamari Haile Selassie the First?
Give thanks. Besema ab, well, women feskedus, adu amlak, amen. Great is the Lord and greatly to be praised. In the city of our Jah, Addis Ababa, in the mountains of His holiness, Jerusalem. Beautiful for our situations, the joy of the whole earth, it's Mount Zion. Blessed love, family. Yeah, man, we're giving thanks to be one of the first from the continent in the top 3, to be interviewed. Yeah, man, this is a historic time and moment, so we're giving thanks to the eye works continually. Yeah, man, well, give thanks. I am from Jamaica, Kingstonian, born in Kingston and grew up in Kingston. Go through Harborview School, Excelsior High School.
Okay.
Play a whole heap of football in Jamaica for Harborview, Rockford, Waterhouse, Constant Spring. Whole heap of football we play.
Stick up in. I'm gonna send you a couple of interviews. We just interviewed Ras Maurice, who also went to Excelsior, and a young Ras named Micah Shamaya. So I'm gonna send you the next generation. And I'm gonna send this interview to them because we want to link up them thing there as a Excelsior alumnus, from them time there. It's very powerful. But continue. Sorry for interrupt. Go ahead.
So he's coming from the Kingston, end up in a Portmore before we come start travel, so the light of Rastafari shine upon I from a youth anyway, from a youth in a Harborview, Stella Road. So the Bobo camp is just 9 miles, just right there. So them cut through the hill. And when them cut through the hill, them come out right at my doorstep.
Okay.
Across the road from me, I live right at the corner 11 Stella Road. And it's the mountain right there, so in front. So the Bobo them come through and come there so now and come on the concrete tar road and can move through, go over the next side, a Harborview, or go take, whatever them want to do. But Bobo always a walk, so them come through the hill and them walk the whole Harborview. So from them early age of 12 and them time the 13, 14, we're exposed to the Bobo. And your mother would have said, go inside. When the Bobo them come through the hill with the broom, your parents tell you, go inside. So you have to run inside now and you have to look through your window. And you look on the Bobo them, and them look neat, and them look crisp. And I say, them man, they look mystic. Parents as if hide from them, but them attract me, It was an attraction. Yes. So, man, we go through and just shine him light and we as we grow as a youth, guidance in the rough time in Jamaica. So we come up now and we are going to move out to travel the world now. And Jah give me a vision. So Jah give me the vision. So I just watch the ride still because I don't even understand the vision. But I go through the vision in my mind every time. So we tried through and our heart's desire was Ethiopia. Anyway, so we tried through America, we tried through England, and then we reached in Ethiopia. And, that was good
So so so
lioness, you
so
know.
what was the moment that that light bulb went on about the divinity of His Majesty? Where were you in high school? Were you, where, give us that scenario, because we're very big on that. I try to humanize our guests because
Yeah,
people are at
give
different
thanks.
stages, you know what I mean, when they watch these programs. You have one just a chad up, and I don't want them
Yeah,
feel like through them see you with your white beard and as a priest they could never attain. You know what I mean? You come from somewhere, you
yeah,
know them way there.
yeah,
So what
yeah.
was that moment like? Just describe that moment.
All right then, giving thanks to the lion's voice, love the voice, the voice sound good. We're giving thanks to the voice, Yeah, man. Well, I always say not everyone, we don't want to say everyone, but there's a moment that what everyone's supposed to did feel, as the eye says. So everyone moment different. Every man in his own time and in his own order, and a one way it go. You understand? Yeah. So my way, was, as I say, I did have a vision when I go leave Jamaica, and that vision they stay with I the whole time. Anywhere I go, I wonder if this is the place where the vision go fulfill. Curious to me, it's like something to look forward to, not just a little dream we go on. It's like, look out for this event. So when the event happened, I was living in Atlanta. Yeah, young Ras, Queen Mother Moses, Yeah, the Ark. Yeah.
Big up.
So
She's
my
an
name,
alumnus of this channel too. Big up.
yeah,
Two-time
I see
alumnus, big up Queen Mother Moses.
Moses, yeah. So it she me start out my really journey with, cause just show we from where I come from yard say there is something, and as a youth we always a look out for joy. We grew up in a Jamaica amongst and around, ghetto man them, cause I pure ghetto area I'm a play fan, although me is from Harborview. So we get to know a certain tradition
So so
early
so
on.
Harborview is considered a middle class community or working class?
Yeah.
Middle class.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, a kind of middle class, yeah, so it's
Okay.
well, we're born and grow in a McGregor, not grow, but we're born in a McGregor gully, on the
Okay.
gully bank,
Okay.
really, and by the age of 3, no, from Harborview to Norman Garden, no, from early birth at the age of 3, is
Okay.
McGregor gully, then to Harborview, then to Norman Garden, like back to the gully this. But it's
Okay.
only 3 years we live there, so we go to that Harborview, a more up area, cause my mother and
Okay.
father work. Father doing
Give
little
thanks.
business
Give
and
thanks.
yeah.
Give thanks. No,
So,
just clarity, because again, this is an international audience, so I just want to set some context before we get into the Ethiopia part. So you were in Atlanta. You buck up in a Queen Mother
yeah.
Moses, which is a force of nature, and
Yeah.
and then what
So
happened after that? No.
so yeah, people know me as Raskruma. So
Okay.
the first that is my name. My name is Nikita Nkrumah Lindsay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when I now start trad the Rastafari movement, Queen Mother Moses Ark. So me I go to the Ark and I get involved with the international gathering that keep 1996. Ella Sam Brown was there, Ras Ivi was there, Data Bubbles was there. A lot of international Rasses was there. So
Yes.
I
Yes.
work on that committee that organized that under the guidance of Queen Mother Moses. She even gave me my name now. That's why I said that. I never know what
Okay.
Nkrumah mean. So
Okay.
when I tried with my little locks now and the ark with them, I said, what my name mean? Cause I have this African name and I don't know what it even
Yeah.
mean.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
she said, the ninth birth or the ninth born.
Okay.
So we start it from this up on a level. So
So so
96.
so so Queen Mother Moses is the one who kind of explains the levity to the eye, or Rastafari to the eye.
No, man. We born and grow in the Jamaica there, you know.
Yeah.
So as I said,
But in
over
terms
them
of
there, they
the
tribe. So,
divinity, in terms of the divinity of Haile Selassie, though, that part where it's
oh,
sticking
all
into
right,
your
all right.
consciousness.
So it's two parts. I'll just go get to one part, but I see where you're getting, where you want me
Yes,
to come from.
yes,
Well,
yes,
it's
yes,
when it was one of them, a brethren then, you know, a brethren, ghetto brethren in a
yes,
Jamaica. You know, as young youth, you have bunny liquor spliff and the bigger man, them a get a liquor spliff and them thing there. So, you know, where a reason. And we young youth, 14, them time, they maybe 14, yeah, them age there, and the bubble them a pass too. And, you know, we are burn the little weed in the hill, cause the hill there right there, so. And him say, yeah, you know this man, King of Kings, you know, Cyclops, him come from Rima, name brand,
okay,
people them from them time there. So him just have we as youth, you know, cause him in the area. So he must say, you know this man, the King of Kings, the Lion of Judah, I'm in Ethiopia. He say in Ethiopia in the Bible. How come Ethiopian black man in the Bible? That sounds strange. So me I say, wait, what? How that go? They must say, yeah, man, the man named Lion of Judah, this, that. So from that, the journey start.
okay. What year
So
was
from
that?
that, I
Just
try
what
to,
year was that? What year was that? With 80s,
all right, 61. Okay, that is 70,
70s?
70, maybe about 76, 77. So that means
Okay,
63, 73, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 77, 78.
okay.
77,
You
78,
know, say me born
78.
in 77. You know, I was born in 77.
Yeah, in the
Yes.
judgment.
Wow. So
Yes, yes.
look young, they are youthful, but they are been treading from such time.
Yeah, I know that old still, you know, the beard kind of I make it take away. Me at 61 coming up, September coming at 61.
Okay,
The
okay, okay.
beard
Good
may make
time.
me seem a bit older, but yeah, so there
But
the
six,
journey
yeah,
started, you
six,
know.
yeah, 60 is elder, proper elder.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, you know
Give
what I mean.
thanks.
But yes, give thanks. So Atlanta, take us to Atlanta now. Where the I was
Right.
going.
So
I just want to make sure that people hear
yes, you covered.
that light bulb moment. Yes, I.
That was it. Yeah, yeah. When him tell me that thing, I say, yeah, I have
Yeah,
to figure this
it
out.
start connect.
And
Yes.
every step I make, me never see nothing wrong till this day. Yeah. Everything check out. And me is a checker, you know. Me check everything, you know. Me
Yes.
not leave no stone unturned. So when me check all now, me only see the man glory more and more. So it's like from that time it a go on. But so from
Yes.
that now, me there Jamaica still a live. But them concept they no leave me. Atlanta now, before I reach well in America, Atlanta now, you know, New York, me start grow a little dread and thing. And when me for go down to Atlanta now, my mother say, well then, why you can't come in at the house with the locks thing? So me did have to cut.
Okay.
Anyway, I know it I go grow back again, so I not even study nothing. That's just
Yes.
for a delay, you know what I mean? Just a delay in
Yes.
the process. So I cut off and I go there, you know. I have my wife and my youths them. You know, and
Yes.
big up
Yes.
Sister Marcia, Empress, you know. And you
Okay.
know,
So
so
you chat with your queen
yeah,
from that time.
yeah, man. Yeah. We are chat
I'm
from
gonna have to
yeah.
interview the I with the Queen at some point too, because I have a
That
program called Lion Love where we're talking about
yes.
relationship and Rastafari
Wow.
family.
Wow.
So
Powerful.
we'll talk about that next time though. We talk about that
Yes,
because I
yes.
want to
Have
get
a good
people who have
time.
been in long term relationship for talk to the
True,
family
true.
how this works. You know what I mean? But we do that another time. So you say you did have to trim and then how that go?
Yeah, so we go Atlanta now and we have to trim till we get our own house now. We work and
Okay.
we step on our own now. So yeah,
Yes,
we can
yes.
do what we want to do. So
And
we
then that's
start
when you met
now.
Queen Mother Moses when you were
That's
independent.
Yes,
Full circle
yes,
moment. All
yes,
right. Now we're ready.
yes, yes. Now we're ready.
Yes. Yeah,
So
man.
she formed the committee now for do this international Rasta gathering in Atlanta in
Isis.
'96. Yeah, the
Mm-hmm.
Olympic year. So, I was on the committee, they create the committee. I was on it as the corresponding secretary. So that was my first work in a Rasta. So
Mm-hmm.
we do that work together, and I mean, with the committee, but as a corresponding secretary, the very and other duties as well, So that is where now I get my footing into the Rastafari actual works. Put it this way,
Okay.
executive works. Then, once you're
Yes.
doing things like these, people have to in order. You have to be in order to hold these
Yes.
kind of position. If you're out of order, everything mashed down. So that's how we get liquor movements and things. So we give thanks to that. Then we move to England. Now after England, start move with the Bingy House. Well, in Atlanta, I was moving with the Bingy House because the Bingy and the Ark is the same building. Big up Ras Marvin to see him here.
Big up
It's
Mass Marvin.
it,
Yes, I.
yeah, Atlanta, yeah man.
Yeah, man. We know Ras Marvin.
Well, years me not see him. So
Yeah, man.
anyway, after we move to England now, you know, we move with the Bingy House. We are part of the executive at the Naya Bingy Despa to test for Ras Cleave, Demos, Maka, rest in peace. You know what I mean? And even Ras Tesfa too,
Okay.
they live, So we move from there now, just
Ras
moving
Jabari
from
was
there.
there that time?
No, I met him in Ethiopia.
Okay.
I met
Okay.
Jabari in Ethiopia. So yeah, so we move through the Bingy, whatever we go through, Eyes is nice, we combine with London sometime. So it go with Leicester, we do the thing
Yes.
together in England, the Eyes is them. So we move, come on Ethiopia now. And
Okay.
okay,
What?
we did miss the moment, I don't give you the moment, but let the moment
Okay.
speak for
No, no.
itself.
Give us a moment. Give us a moment. This is our platform, family. Give us the moment.
All right, then giving thanks. The moment is blessed. So yeah, in Atlanta now it was '96 Olympics, and the same
Okay.
time keeping the international Rasta gathering.
Okay.
Yeah. So a lot of elders was there from Jamaica, as I mentioned, Rastafari and so on. So and everything went well, you know what I mean? Everything got through successfully. It was another baptism, you can say, the fire as well. Go through the trad, 'cause it was really proper. It was good things. We had a 7 day ISIS up in the mountains, and a
Okay.
nice little lake business there. So, and the thing did real proper, real spiritual eyes. So after that now, during that time now, Elder Sam Brown was there. So during that time now, one night we inside a reason, cause different workshops are going, different, it's just a 7 day, I just Rasta vibes. During the day, during the night,
Yes.
I
Yes.
just the
Yes.
place, enough people attend, enough holy for people come. So very nice vibe. So one of the night, yeah, we are gonna keep some night, Anyway, so when yeah, one night we are reason with Elder Sam Brown, and me
Yes.
ask a whole heap of question. When we go outside now, when everything finish, him just walk past me and him said, Dr. Nkrumah. And when him said the word, it's like, it's like me open up to a new vibe. The man just, him not stop, because I was asking him a whole heap of question inside. You
Yes.
know what I
Yes.
mean? I question him as a young ras, me I find out everything I can
Yes.
extract from him. So he must remember me when him passed me. Him said, Dr. Nkrumah. So me wake up. You see, when me wake up, you see the vision now become clear. because it was faces with no face I couldn't see. All of the face them did black out. And Atlanta have some mounds or little small what do I call it now, plateau or something like that. It's kind of hilly, Atlanta. So some places you can be here and all a big small mountain, you could have say, or a big mole of dirt, something like that. But big enough for grass on it and people sit down. Atlanta kind of have some of them things there. So that is how the people them did position in a division. Like that was the scene, but I couldn't see no face. Then lights was shining in the sky. You see, that same time to in a division. And it was 96 Olympics. So the Olympics, them a flash the light in the sky, same way too.
Okay.
So the whole vision, when him said Dr. Nkrumah, the whole vision just revealed to me. And I said, blood, fire, me a Rasta, So that's where the light, but him have it in a way from before,
Yes. But that's when it connect with your soul, on a soul level, which is important. And we go through these things, family, because these things are very important to the work. It's not just a physical journey. It is a spiritual journey, and everybody have a different. If you talk to 1,000 Ras and ask them about how they view His Majesty or how them come to His Majesty, you get 1,000 different answers. That's a fact. So this is why we say it's not a religion, but a way of life, because you cannot quantify or contain, the glory of the Most High. It reach different ones in all different formats. So talk to us about this, how did I try to Ethiopia? What year did I enter Ethiopia? Because the eye is well grounded. One of the things I really respect about the eye and how the eye moves, the eye is well grounded in Ethiopia in terms of some of the things that the eye has done are pioneering work. The first time I ever heard the eye voice was coming from the city of Harar, a city where me read about from, I was just coming in the trad and it was such a surreal moment for I in the trad for reason with the Ras. In Harar I talk about His Majesty and these things. So how did I reach Ethiopia, and what year and why did I finally make that choice for make the tradition to Ethiopia?
Well, from that moment now, I was already on the way to Ethiopia, because just by knowing that Bible verse, Revelation 5:5, all the line of the tribe of Judah, the root of David has prevailed to open the book and to loosen the 7 seals thereof. And the man living in Ethiopia. So me know say spiritual and physical must touch together. So if it's written in the spirit in the Bible, it have it in the earth too. So when me look at me say, wait, is a Ethiopian, I forgot check this out now. So me check it, and from me check it, and me on the trail just lead me. And me just say, anyway, I must Ethiopia, me I go. If I do so him there, I do so me I go. So on the whole journey is to go there to Him, because scripture talk about it too. We shall turn our face towards that way, asking, show us the way to Zion. So me know, that the journey is about, on the way to Zion. So I was on the way to Zion anyway. So everything just reveal along the way. So we reach from England now, we decide, that is the best cause, now have no really money and thing, but, sit down as family, as, king and queen, we start it out and say, well, all right, then we just go move.
Okay.
No money, but we just go move, because we are ahead as life. No money.
And how long has the eye been with the eye queen? How long has the eye been with the eye queen?
37 years now.
Wow, because that is an old movie by itself, we're going to touch, we're going to have a whole interview, like me say. I don't even want to touch how you meet or none of that in this interview, because we are talking about the church and, enough things. So this is just part one, family. you know,
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring him on to Lion Love, our show, and we'll talk about
Oh,
the just the relationship and the journey, because everything you're saying is so impressive when you factor in that you had a queen with you. You know what I mean? So that means you can't just think for yourself. You know what I mean? And as a man with there with I Queen over 20 years, I can, you know, testify, say it's not no normal child in terms of the responsibility and how you have to balance and the economic, you know, viability and these things. So continue. So England, them don't have a lot of economic resource, but you say you still have to move.
yes, we have to move. When Rastafari get ready, we have to move. So
Highly.
yeah, so we plan to move, and then Jah just kind of put a blessing, so we could have did trad, decently. So in our way, desire to really reach a Zion, Jah, Jah is always there, yeah, man. Big up Warrior King, same way too, my
Okay.
brethren. Yeah, man. Jah is
Warrior King
always there.
is a family to the network too. You know, we have Warrior King. I'm gonna put the Warrior King intro for this episode, just as you said that.
Thank
So
you,
you
man.
see how everything will connect. You see how everything will connect. Warrior
Yeah,
King and Leslie are our family too. You know, Sister Leslie,
yeah,
another
yeah,
powerful
man. So
family.
give thanks, man. Yeah, man. Big up. Yeah, so so yeah, when we there now we reaching Ethiopia. Yeah, we say, so just send we in, and we come in and we set up a factory too, first tofu factory in Ethiopia. So we did set up that RALCO, Royal African Link, in Shashamane, pan the land grant, even is the first building pan the industrial zone. The industrial zone just the right behind, just right behind some of the house them in Shashamane, down further in our zone. So we deal with them thing there too. So we did there and move with the Naya Bingi, and yeah, Bongo Rocky, yes, Bongo Rocky was there and thing, so big
Yes,
up
big
to
up
Bongo
Bongo
Rocky and
Rocky to
Mama.
the memory. I met him and Mama Baby in Shashamani. I had that honor to be welcomed royally by them in Shashamani. So we have to keep their names alive, you know, we give thanks.
Time,
Great pioneering work that
time.
they did.
Yeah, and I just want to add to that, that me and Bongo Rocky born on the same day, birthday.
Okay,
So that was even a nice little vibes, So
okay, give
yeah,
thanks.
yeah. So yeah, man. So we move, through the Naya Bingi, and what I am very, it's just jar along the way. One at a time now, Bongo Rocky said to me, say, manage the bingy, So we did manage the bingy that time there, and yeah, it was nice. 7 priests round the altar, every one of an white cover,
Okay,
So so Bongo Rocky and Mama Baby, I was well pleased, them say, yeah man, I saw the thing must look. So yeah, so we give thanks to that again. So we come through Queen Mother Moses, and we come through Bongo Rocky. So, and also Priest Isaiah. So we have the male and the female blessings.
okay, give thanks,
Queen
give
Mother
thanks.
Moses, yeah. Mama Baby I same way. So
Yeah,
yeah,
man,
that
give
is how we
thanks.
tried. After that we start kind of see the light of His Majesty, because if it's His Majesty we are deal with, we have to see where Him a deal with. So Him a deal with the church. Him is the light of the church. Them have all them things they written, all type of big things them have written about Him neatly, But if nobody no pick up them book there and read them, everything forgotten. But we know that them know the levels of His Majesty. So as you were saying earlier, the levity is a more spiritual more than religious. But in some form of way, I see religion as part of it, because religion is rituals and is something to get you back. It's something to help
Yeah,
you.
to lock
So
you
I don't
in.
see why
It's a
religion.
framework. It's a
Yeah,
framework to keep you on track.
framework.
Yes,
Yes,
I.
yes, to keep. His Majesty big up them thing and talk them thing. So
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
we just
That's where I'm getting it from. One thing about I mean, I go outside of the teaching. That is one thing I will not. Because I would have bought religion, but I read a speech where His Majesty a big up religion. So be careful with my words, sound. You know what I mean? When I block or when I utter, me try keep within that framework. You know what I mean? And His Majesty said religion is good for humanity. But at the same time, he said that we are spiritual kinsmen, you know what I mean? And that we shouldn't be mitigated by religion, and we should read all, and learn all, faith, because there's wisdom in all of the different teachings,
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. His Majesty is the high priest, He's a priest forever after the order of Melchizedek.
Melchizedek.
So he's a higher height. So, yeah, Rasta spirituality is a high thing, It's
Yes,
a high
I.
thing
Highest.
Rasta man have.
Highest.
Thing. Thank you. Yeah, so
Yeah.
sometimes if we not hold we head, we get runway in the heights. The heights get too high, and sometimes we are runway, but we just encourage ones and ones like that. We're giving thanks. We have a conscious platform where we can get head level in what we're saying and what we're doing. God, enough man are born this, born that, enough man gone this or gone. You know what I mean? And His Majesty I deal with the things then. The thing what happened to it, you see, because the white man use it for put himself a lead. Now we hate it. It's like what we are hate it for. It's another problem. We spend too much time on the wrong side of the meditation. You know what I mean? So, yeah, we're giving thanks and praise.
There's trauma. We have trauma associated with Christianity because Christians are enslavers. You know what I mean? So there's a trauma that we have to deal with. So most of the time, man will burn the Bible, burn everything because it's associated. The King James, all of these things just associated with these European colonists. But now I was in Ethiopia, where their Bible is predates the European Bible. You're in the land where they view themselves through their own lens. What was that like, being in Ethiopia and just experiencing Christianity from an Ethiopian or African perspective?
Yeah, man, it's very unique, the seat of the patriarch here is Tekla Haimanot. Tekla Haimanot mean the plant of religion or the plant of your faith, right? That is what Tekla Haimanot is. Tekla Haimanot is more religion. Is more to say religion, the seat of like religion. So you find that the place is very religious, is the spirit of the thing, you know what I mean? So the people are very religious. So we're giving thanks for that too, for say that form of religion, keeping a framework, as the I say, of this thing. You know what I mean? So we give thanks for see. We're not used to these things in the West. We fire upon the church with this and that. We're kind of rebellish, and then Rastafari come now and there's another influence. So the rebel where we go through the slavery and the everything mixed, so
and I want to make clear for the family that the church preserved Ethiopia's independence, because if it wasn't for the church, when the Battle of Adwa came, you wouldn't have had Ras Mengisha and Ras Alula, making peace with Emperor Menelik and Showa, is because they have this common Christian heritage that you can see, Gojam and these places coming together, because these are historic enemies that don't like each other, but because they have this common unifier, and that has always been the role of the Ethiopian church to bring the powerhouses them together, the priests them mediate, they come between, and that so we can say objectively that the church, the Christian church, preserved the unity of the only African empire to ever escape the continent. So this is the problem that Pan-Africanists run up into, you know what I mean, when they with their critique of Christianity and Abrahamic faiths, you know what I mean, is that it's at the center of the same African liberation struggle, you know what I mean? And that's where things get funny sometime, you know. But not to cut there, but I just wanted to put that in, that it's not just two
No,
brethren
man,
that
thanks,
talk about
man.
the church.
Knowledge.
You know what I mean? Is a reality, historic,
Yeah.
because I go into the history, you know what I mean? History of my thing. So I go into the history, and I came into this church as a skeptic, you know. I didn't believe nothing where, you know, is my cousin come in and start ras up, and then that's how I, you know, start research. And as the I said, I just kept finding more and more heights. The deeper you look, you know, is the more glory you uncover. And the reality is even greater than the mythology. You know what I mean? So so talk about continue. You're talking about your experience of the African Ethiopian Orthodox Church.
Yeah, right. So yeah, man, it's a joy and a you know, it's a beauty to see. Sorry, one second.
Yeah, and I want the eye to bring us up to, because the eye is known as a chaplain. So I want the eye to just highlight that journey from as a Nyabingi priest. Because Nyabingi is my house as well, you know what I mean. But as a Nyabingi priest, treading up into a chaplain of the EWF, you know, take us into that journey as you talk about the church and you're coming into that overstanding, being in Ethiopia and watching the church, how the church move.
Yeah, well, give thanks. Yeah, man, everything did grow hand in hand, you know. The trad of Rastafari journey, and even treading now in Ethiopia to trad a new idea, you know, where we now, you know, we are rebels and say we're not to take on to anything too easy, because we feel it from slavery. That spirit is still there on way. So the trad to Ethiopia, you know, we get to learn a whole heap of things about the whole movement of the people,
Yes, I.
because you know, yeah, it's King Rastafari, our leader, I'm our God, and we're King, and we aim, and we're destiny. The power is in His name. You know what I mean? The power rests right there, saying, and I'm holy name. So we have to cling on to Him holy name, Him holy works, and His deeds, and what Him shows. So His Majesty shows about Jesus Christus. You know what I mean? So when we try to Ethiopia and see how the system set and see how it is well oiled, if you want to say, you know what I mean? It's in place. You can't shape them out that. And Haile Selassie is the light of that, the head of that. So we have to understand our place in the trad, unless
Highly.
everybody have a different destination where them get off of the real trad. You know, so we don't know. So anyway, you know, we just stay upon the trad, you know, cause from we hear about Him and Him light shine upon we just move up on the trad. No end no dead. Haile Selassie forever. You can't done it all in a year time. But just do your part and make sure you contribute, you know, like the lion's voice, we're giving thanks, you know. We are real Rasta platform where you can, you know, cause all type of people have platform, you know. So we have to use these
Yes.
mediums and medias to gather with people together, make them know, say, you know, there is the lion's voice. You know what I
And we're
mean?
gonna talk about the I platform too. They are very humble, but they also have a very powerful YouTube channel. We're gonna talk about that, because I want the Lion Pride make sure that they go over and support the I chapel. I mean the I channel ZG chapel, and we'll have a link in the description as well with this video. But we're gonna get there because I like the story. I want to get the eye story from the eye own mouth. Um, so we're coming to Ethiopia. You realize the power of the church and the whole chad. And I was administrating within the Nyabingi house as one of the 7 priests. How was the journey, or when did the title? Because the guy is known as a chaplain, and the guy is a well-respected chaplain and spiritual person in Ethiopia. The guy has done some mighty diplomatic works or diplomatic works in Ethiopia. But what was that journey, or what was that transition from this realization of the importance of this structure and I now formulating or becoming a member of the EWF and then performing the works as a chaplain?
Yeah, so give thanks. So yeah, we just follow the things of His Majesty. We just walk in His footsteps. So some man want tiptoe over some things or sidestep at things. But we are try walk straight on every foundation where him lay. So when you look at it now, we start to work with the church in Ejersagoro.
Okay.
Ejersagoro, yeah. That word is even a powerful word. Biblical. Ejersagoro means the olive mountain
Haile.
in Oromifa. That's the real olive mountain. You have another place named Deborah Zayt. Another Zayt is oil. If you go a shop and you say, and the Zayt, you ask to buy oil, like cooking oil, Zayt.
Yes.
So you have Deborah Zayt going down to Shashamane side. Everybody more promote that within the
Yes.
Orthodoxy. And enough people who come Ethiopia, but there is a Jersagoro, the olive plateau, or the olive
That is one of my dream, or one of my not dream, but that is one of my vision, or one of my goal is to visit Jersogoro. I wrote about it in my book, Haile Selassie's Ethiopia, the Rise of the Priestly Warrior King. That is one of the central place in the book. So yeah, Deir and Harar are 2 places where I have to visit. So what was it like visiting the birthplace of His Majesty?
And give thanks to the I continually, with works to an interest, because the joy of the whole earth is Mount Zion. So if truly that is the truth, that we're supposed to deal with the truth. So, so yeah, and no, you see, it's a personal trad, but so it go, it's a personal trad. Everybody have to trad the road one way. It's a Melchizedek order in some ways, but the
Yes, sir.
unity
Yes,
is
sir.
still is necessary, So yeah, so we went to Ejersagoro now, the real olive mountain. Mama Scala was one of the people who had that link same way. Sister Ijania, Sister Ijania was on that mission. She was writing some letters and them thing there and thing, so we worked together with her. But she never make it up there, she had to go,
Yes,
she had to
yes.
travel,
I,
she did.
I wish I had the lion voice when Mama Ajania was here. She used to come and check me every time she come at DC, her and I would get together. And as a matter of fact, the last time I saw her, we were with Sizzla Kalanji on his tour bus, and had a very idolful reason, and it's the last me ever see her in the physical, So, beloved Mama Ijania, we send love and blessing, and we will keep thy memory alive on this platform. We have to find some footage and put it out for the family who didn't get that privilege, because it really was a privilege to be in our presence, the joy that she carry within our irids, But yeah, so you said that you got the link for go at Jerso Godo, and now
Right.
you find yourself here in the birthplace. Take us through that journey.
I want to still mention to that, this project was started by Irie Lions. Him, one of
Okay.
Wheeler at third was
Yeah.
also involved on Lion Tree, and
Okay. I
so
remember now. As you
yeah,
say it now, I remember Rasila was involved too.
Rasil. Sorry, that's the name me I try remember like a while now.
Yes, yes. Big
Rasila.
up Rasila, yes.
Yeah, man.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, man. I never met him, but we kind
Yeah,
of
man, it's I
communicate
and I
on the
family same
on
way.
the
I and I family same way. Him stay at I man yard in, family. So big up Rasila anyway,
yeah.
the mama I fear. She has been on the platform too. But yeah, man, I
Uh,
remember now that you say it, I remember when this sound did go out, So me give thanks full circle.
yes.
It a connect for I man
So
too. So
yes.
I rely on yes, because there was a delegation that did trod.
True. Yes. When them did trad, I never even recognized what them trad was. I know them
Okay,
say I do some things. So it's
okay,
after couple, I don't know, what, 2 year, 1 year, not 1 year, maybe 2 year or so after that. I don't even remember the amount of years, but 2011 now we go up there. So we go up there kind of on the spirit of that, yeah, giving thanks. Yeah, we'll go up there on the spirit of that Zion train, where them man they get the engine running. So when we go up there, we'll make sure we mention them name up there, because we don't want people think holy and solely say we just come and really,
yes,
because them they donate some money. So we put on top of the money still, but we make sure no one say it's them man here who did send the first money, although none of them representative never did it. So I continue the works there.
okay.
So yeah, man, it's a blessing for up in the holy mountains. So when we go up there now, we met up with Abuna was with us, and get to know him on that trod too, and so after that now we go up there and we do that celebration. The first time we went up there was February 16th. That is Kidani Meret Day. Yeah, that is February 16th. And it's celebrated in February and July. So February 16th, now in Ethiopia, to calculate to the 23rd.
Okay.
So when it's in July now, yeah, so it's two annual celebration them have. Two Amit Bal. Amit is here, Bal celebration. So Hulet Amit Bal, allow. Them have that. But many like Mariam have about countless. This is a Mariam country. Remember that's something every Rastaman must better them know from now.
Yes.
So this is a Mariam country. Don't
Yes.
diss Mariam. Even Haile Selassie, make prophetic talk around them. We have to go dissect His Majesty
Yes.
words, them and meaning, and where the significance of certain words sound. Because Psalms 87 play a big role in the church too. Psalm 72
Yes.
play a big. So there is
Okay.
some spiritual link, even in them thing. But yeah, Ethiopia is a Mariam country, so. Yeah, it's named Kidani
That's a
Meret. That is one
feminine.
of
That's a
the.
feminine principle. The feminine principle.
So we have
Yes,
to give thanks.
because they talk about the father, the Irites, and the son, father, the son, and the holy Irites, but they balance that in Africa with the Mariam
Mm,
tradition.
principle.
Because they honor the
Yes.
feminine. That is just Africa. You could have just said that is Africa.
Mm,
Feminine
yeah.
principle is highly respected and represented.
It's
Yes, yes. But
so
continue.
honestly, so is education for the nation now needed for no say this, because I did take a while before I embrace this Mariam thing. So all me I move with the church, me I move nicely and even. them see me already, anyway, cause I stand up for Rasta, even if I'm dead, me nah back down, and me nah push nothing either. But more than likely the topic here me Rastafari or Selassie or something, Ababa Jana or, So them acknowledge right away, say, yeah, we know we're gonna deal it, so you have to make them know, say, yeah man, that we are deal with, that and give thanks.
Yes.
That we are deal with, we not deal with, we not deal with, so we give thanks. So
Mm-hmm.
that's how we approach the situation all the while, because we are what we are, and that's the way it's going to be. Bob sing them tune there, so the spirit in the word,
Mm-hmm.
it's not in the flesh, it's there, but it take on flesh, So we have to listen to the word all the while. So as we said earlier, Mariam is a
Mm-hmm.
Ethiopian thing, and as you say, it's even an Africa thing when you look deeper. So the knowledge needed now for I people, because we're in the West, and we not see the thing clearly whenever exposed to them thing, yeah, but knowledge increase now. So as we if we put it together, because we are Ras, we're there at the head. So we not
Haile.
have to panic where we're there. We just do the work where we have to do. The lion's voice, they now see that these are the works we need for just a do and pay attention to our business and stop passing up people business. You
That
know
is
what I
it.
mean? We spend too much time in a people business, in a group, and in all type of people just oppose foolishness and all them something there. So we give thanks to this platform where we can know, so we can come and hear, from our intellect like the eye, because, there's many different ways. Jah lead everyone in every different way. So the eye come on to John, the eye do the work. So give thanks to the eye.
Yes, and the I as well. So, talk to us about the what was the reception of the church elders in a Jersey Godo to the I as a Ras.
But well, it was a mixed bag. So when so we go there now February, for the Kidani Merit, which mean Kidani is covenant merit, covenant of mercy. So them ascribe it to Mariam same way because she carry Christ in the womb, so she come in like she was the covenant. So them name they apply same way to her, but we see in the Bible where that also represent to a broader cross section and in more so to a specific people that are all me see it still, I'm just move that way there. So we very specific, so it's specific to us to be there at the
Yes.
covenant of mercy. Right? The Bible say we have a covenant of mercy. You know what I mean? So it's aptly named. So it's a good name that covenant of mercy, and the spiritual name of it now is Ohet Misrak, then Kidani Meret. Ohet Misrak is the east gate. Yeah, Ohet Misrak is the east gate
The East
to the
Gate.
covenant of mercy. Yes.
Okay. Wow.
So a whole heap of things, we
So
had that elder priest.
interpret that for I and I, interpret how do I see that sound, because it's a powerful sound.
Giving thanks and praise. Yeah. Well, when we're looking at the book of Ezekiel 44, we can just, all right, even if we go before that, then we can see at every time the God of Israel or the Jah of Israel enter through the east door, after him door that. Yeah, in any scripture, you see. After him door that, the east door. We know this. You understand? So now, this is the birthplace of the spiritual name of that church is the east gate to the covenant of mercy. So the
Hmm.
Ezekiel now yeah. So when you read Ezekiel 44 now, it said this is the gate where the God of Israel came in by. All right, it says so other place, right? It shall be shut. It is for the prince. The prince shall sit in it to eat bread. So this is the gate where the God of Israel come in. This is where Haile Selassie born. And this is also the Olive Mountain. So it's not too hard, It's not a hard kind of trail that we depart, So we know so that at the trail and it proven and it is known. I know that they know it
Yes.
here. They know it.
I,
And the
I,
bigger man
I, I
them don't know what's
wish
going on.
I wish I had reasoned with the eye before I had published my book. 'Cause all of them things that would have going would have going at the book, 'cause I love that.
True, man. It's
But
good to go in a
volume
book.
two, I can put it in a volume two same way. But that is a powerful connection with the Jericho Godo, which is outside of Harar. And as I say in my book, Harar, at the time His Majesty was born, there was a lot of disease. It's a stifling time, and Ras couldn't go up in the mountains to get the cool breeze, take his pregnant wife out of that kind of condition for improve our chances of conception. Of giving birth, not conception, but of giving birth because of all of the history of miscarriages. So him said, make we go up at the Jericho Godo. What is that property? Is that property still being maintained up there? That Ras McConnell, we hear about the Waterland Dub House and the settings, is that being maintained?
Yeah. I just want to say, sorry, I just did want to touch on some. Anyway, I got through with the question. Yeah, we can circle back.
No, if you want, this is the eye free, block up what the eye did one
No,
block.
no. Go on. It slipped me already.
No, I
So.
said, is the property still being maintained? If I visit where His Majesty was born, can I still see the house where he was born, or is it just a church that is there now?
Yeah, the church is there, and the place where he was born is a trees. Some stones still mark the spot, circle where the thatch house was.
Okay.
Some stones are around that. The actual spot for the neighbor string, like last time I heard it was here. The next time somebody say it is here. So sometimes you don't even know which part the neighbor spring bury. Some is under the church is the original God.
Yes,
The church was built on top of it, which is a tradition, African tradition. The things are tree go up on the neighbor string, or some foundation go on the neighbor string. So it's supposed to be at the back side of the church to the right, somewhere in that corner there. I want
Okay.
is at east corner. So so you wouldn't see anything, but where the house is, you will know this is where I'm born.
Okay.
That spot is always there. This is where I'm born. So we have a document from the church that we can build a little museum there. You know what I mean? And there's another Ethiopian businessman who lives in America. He wanted to do something there because his father was in one of them war there with the Somali war up at that time there. Back in the earth time, I don't remember the exact time. Sorry for not knowing the history so. But he's died and he's buried on the church ground. So that man want to do some things as well. So we did exchange number and talk. So something want to be built there, but the emergence of I in RR, Jah just open doors. It's not in the emergence, it's like Jah put everything, anything by your step. Jah just put the step there. So you understand? So everything was put in place since we come here. So we just walk in the road, so we're up there and we do some work up there, and that brought us, even closer to the patriarch at that time, who was Paulus, So we get close to Paulus. He gave us a letter to go ahead up there. So that is why I did say it's a mixed bag, because some of them up there now, it kind of resisting the races them, So even on the day it was a little vibe, but them all right, now. Some of them still, are there, some are good, they will treat with good. So it was a kind of thing. So we got the letter from the patriarch, Paulus, the one where we are white. The only Ethiopian patriarch who ever wear white. It was a vibe in the church tradition. And wear white, like the Rome church before.
Okay.
But yeah, him did nice still, tell him history, go to prison with the royal family and, meet his majesty and, him talk good. So yeah, so he gave us a letter to make sure everything go on.
And what was the mission? What was the mission initially of the eye going there?
Initially it was with this Rasila, the mission. That's what took idea initially, and then, as you say, everything just start to.
Can I just clarify for those who are not familiar, because I don't think we touched fully earlier when we touched on it. What was the mission of Rasila and Irie Lion and that whole delegation? What was the whole mission?
I know that they wanted to do some development up there. I think there is a sewing machine. They wanted to build a pharmacy too, right? So I even pick up on that at that time and call them remember it. And Johnny was telling me about it too, about that and something for the girls. Even now when we go up there the last time, they might ask me, what go on, with the things them always say for the girls, how much years now. So works is there, but Jah has set everything in our time. So we'll go up there and that continuing. So the church got a little repairs and thing, and nothing else never go on. So, all right, now go move along quickly. Nothing else never go on. We just do that. We got the clearance to celebrate the 23rd of July's Majesty birthday. So that was the first international Rasta gathering there, We had an elder Bobo priest, priest Isaiah, Kestekla up, was a priest in Jamaica, from Abuna Isaac time. I'm trying to get it back to his book, because he told me some things, and but him going at the bubble and him go through the bubble ranks without anything. Everybody shocked, like, oh, him just, come on in a little time and there at the edge. So it was a blessing to have him, priest Isaiah Kestekla, a blessing. Rastafari, to elder where him did reach in Ejersagoro. He's an Orthodox as well.
Okay.
Kestekla Abi was ordained. So sometimes we say again, we even get with, some with training and we, we write of passage to even priest Isaiah Kestekla. So he made it up there. It was a blessing. So we got through to do the thing on the 23rd. It was done. At that time, they sent to me, because I was the one who was making the connection through, as I would say, Ethiopian brethren and sister Mama Scarlett. So it was like, that was the link what I got first to go up there. So we reach up there and we reach now. When we that's now a little while, we reach up to.
You were talking about the works of Ijerso Godo and Harar and the festival and Mama Scully and the item were the Pine people. And big up Mama Scully, who was very active within ARC and our daughter, Sister Zella. Big up. These are all family members. It's a small world, so we have to big up Mama Ascali properly, and we'll have her on this platform as well for sure. But yeah, man. So the item had the international gathering, and Priest Isaiah was presiding, and I now started to even learn more from Priest Isaiah. And take it from there.
Yes, that's it. So, yeah, man, give thanks to that, bringing back. So, yeah, so everything went good. Priest Isaiah, now, when I was there, they called to me and say, that elder must come up here and say something. So, Priest Isaiah go up, me have to go to him and say, and look at him and say, yo, who the man that I'm beard white, him in a full white, and priest looking like an ancient priest, you know. So it's like they must say, wait, yo, that the Rasta man must come up on this podium and talk, say something. So, you know, and take him communion himself too, you know, because, you know, him an Orthodox same way, but he must see it from him. So him just do the prayer about touching Hoy, and, you know, do him like a thing where him could have remember, kind of, man, it's long time. Him go through nice. So I have some pictures with me and him sit down up on the top. So mystics with him too, you know. I mean,
please send the pictures so I can put them up in the episode if you have any.
Yeah. I'll go look at them. So he was the elder, you know, because when them asked me to, you know, do this thing, His Majesty bring me to do this thing, then, and it manifests that way. I say, okay, right, because a brethren now did ask me, say, he would have like, baptize again, he must be baptized already, but man, baptize again. And I say, boy, you can't deal with that. You know, so I say, I will talk to the Abuna. You know, so we get the Abuna and watch it now. Seven Rasta get baptized and 2 Ethiopian. You know, 7. You know what I mean? So I say, look at the number where 7 Rasta get baptized. You know, never baptized yet. Just I go through as Rasta. Time being, you know. Rastafari trading. You know, but besides I always said to me, you must get baptized, you know, I always said to him, yeah, man, when the time is right. You know,
yes.
When the time is right. Everybody in them own time and them own
highly natural. I feel the same way, you know.
Yeah. You know, so yeah, it was a blessing to have Priest Isaiah there. After that now, the following in the night now, when everybody gone, them leave with a big tent. No, that was the next day. That was the next day now. The following day after we celebrate His Majesty with the church, you know, them coming at the tent where we set up. Our setting a big picture, man, around at the back. Some massive Majesty picture. Some glorious picture around at the back. So if me find some picture to me, we send. So, you know, Prince Zaria was there because remember the scripture said the prince shall be, the gate shall be shut. It is for the prince. And when the prince come now, something will go on. God said the gate shall be shut. This is the gate where the God of Israel came in by. And that's why His Majesty born. So, you know, I walk the trail, you know. Then, you know, the prince shall be there. Certain mystics move and we get to see that. You know, Priest Isaiah said, if you don't know what you're coming to a Jerusalem, come at all. It's a spiritual place. So, you know, you have to tune up yourself when you go at them place that feel to make the spirit of the opening of the gate, you know, reach you, you know, if your spirit, you know, check that way there. And your man go up there and say, boy, I'm go up there, I'm not see nothing. Like, what? Man, blind. You know what I mean? So it depends on the mission of your heart. As Isaiah Kestekla have said. You don't know what you're coming to a Jerusalem, but don't come at all. It's a spiritual place. You know, so So we did it. So, so we're giving thanks to know, say, Jah lead I and I to the most holy place of what we should have take as, say, we attack, Muslim, Ghana, and that. Well, the earth is the Lord's, yes, we not say no, and the fullness thereof. But everybody must come to Mount Zion at least once in your life. Try. So yeah,
I
man. So yeah,
agree.
so we've been working up there from that time there. And many years pass, them see the works where we do, them appreciate, love it. We go back and meet with the patriarch, show him some pictures, talk to him love it and appreciate, love it too. And many years pass, and then Ras Makanan, them lick down Ras Makanan statue to the ethnic political thing where I want, all if I thing up there. So anyway, 3 years after that, them dig up and find them refurbish a church that is at the back of the St. Michael Church in Harar. That was the church with so much history. I have a book I go come out too with Dr. Asantua. So some of them things there, I have in one of the chapter them about Yeshima. But so many history behind that, that is that another thing. So many years after now, them are go fix that. And them the bottom of the church when them ready for knock it out. It's soft when them look. It's Ras Makanan and Yeshima bet and Yilma
Wow.
body under the church. You know what I mean? In a
Oh, wow.
coffin, but the church was stopped being used for 100 and about 106 years. Some one of them the church. So over them time there, that the church there, because and after 26 years after Makanan died, no service now go on over the church. Now they move it back to the Michael. So it was Michael and then Ras Makanan build that. The year His Majesty was born, the year he was born or 2 years after, no, the year he was born, his Ras Makanan start build a church there, the Yeshima bet. No, yes, because when Yeshima bet she passed in a childbirth.
Yes.
So is in that same year there, yeah, we'll make it clear still. So them
Okay.
find the bones anyway, and I get a phone call from some priest, Comos you call them, like them are gonna be a Abuna next. Them are like them what you call it, celibate. So them call it right. Yeah, them no deal with things like that. So them in a them different class, Comos. So him a
Yes.
control the church, the Harar, so them give me a call and say, oh, this development up here, and them are, as Rasta, them know with sentiment, them see the work what we do already, and them know with sentiments to Harar, so them call we, and we go there, and we say yes, without the shadow of a doubt. Well, even now before we reach down, I want to just retrack a bit now to when we in Ejersagoro, just another important notice. The following day after, the Abuna baptized the 7 people, 7 Rasta, all of them
Yes.
named Selassie. Everybody named something Selassie, Selassie. Them know say we are Haile Selassie picnic. So them
Yes.
bless we
Yes.
in our name. Baptized we in our name. So the following day, everybody who was there got a blessing from priest Isaiah Kestekla with the holy oil. All of the youths, them enough people. All of the youths, them, with the frankincense, get them thing, bless them in His Majesty name. So that did go on the following day. So them thing they're nice, Ras Ibo was there too, yeah, some a notable Rasta
Yeah,
man,
man.
Ras Ibo, Ras Ivi brother, cause
Yes, and
him did a live at them time the same way, So yeah, so just to touch on that note in Harar, to know that Kestekla priest Isaiah, him never just did it for that. Him perform the duties and and I did it. I go and take notes, what I mean, cause with time no reach yet, so until with time reach with us, you just stand in line and stand and when your time come, your time come. You know what I mean? So, we get them, we following at them priest the footstep and get a blessing from them. You know what I mean? Right at the spot of His Majesty birth. So we're giving thanks and
Okay.
praise to Him.
Give thanks.
You
Give
know.
thanks.
Mm.
So in terms of Ijerso Godo and the requests of the patriarchs there and the elders and the works, what are the current works or what's happening there? What kind of assistance um, is needed right now in Ijerso Godo, and what is the I involvement?
Yeah, in Edger Sagoro now, same February just gone, Kidani Merit, cause them respect Kidani Merit. The church name so to so is a Amet Ball, is a yearly. So, the church celebrated our first time ever renovation. Yeah. Since His Majesty built the church, when Rasila them did send the money, they only repair some repairs, you know what I mean? So after that, we do another fundraising. This is again so many years after, them contact. We're always in contact with the Church Agoro though, remember that.
Yes,
We
yes.
always know what's going on. Always. From time to time, we make sure we call up there and
Give
so them know
thanks.
say we heart is there, rightly so. And
Give
that's how God
thanks.
and King come from. So them keep in touch with us a lot. So there was raising funds to do this renovation and we raised some money because we was raising funds for the St. Raphael Church, more history on that, the one down behind the Michael where the body of Mokanan and
Oh
Yeshima Bed.
yes, yes, yes,
Mokanan and
yes,
Yeshima
yes,
Bed, that
yes.
place. Yes, we was fundraising for them. So the money did come multiply, you know what I mean? Meaning to say what we did set we art out for, we get more than that.
Give
More
thanks.
than that.
Where did most of those contributions come from?
Well, I want to big up right about now, Sister Joan Henry, right, and in particular, Ras Mikey Dan, who well-known Rastafari in the 12 tribe community,
Yes, I will know.
EWF,
Brethren.
staunch EWF, yeah, members, yeah. So when everything was looking down and out, like we're trying, but nothing ain't happening. Sister Joan step up with ideas and say, Rastuma, I work with her, I get there, I push something for you, So she came up with fantastic plans and all them things there, and all our way pull together. Very blessed woman. And, them love the work, them know what the work is about. So them come up, we raise some money through raffles and them thing there, and what we did expect to get, we get double that at the end of it. Time did all run out. So Jah is always there, I'm never late.
Give
Know the
thanks.
heart.
Give thanks.
So we raise the money. So by we raise so much money now, is the church in a Harar head office they call, or I did call him, or I call him for something else, the secretary, and him the secretary for the whole Harar get, and he said, share some of the money with the Jers Agoro. Cause him here now say them are the repairs. So them know say
Yes,
our heart is all around there. So as him say, but
yes.
I did hear about it about 2 weeks ago before.
Okay.
But I not say nothing to him. Is him said to me, say, any money we want to raise, share it with the other church cause them need repairs too. As much as the church that's so God bless it, and we could have done even more than that. As I say, it was a blessing, we bless all who participate. When I say we bless, I mean say God bless, you know what I mean?
Give thanks.
So God bless the works, you know what I mean? So now we are involved in the first overall renovation of His Majesty Church when built, since it built, all the zinc them did rusty. You know what I mean? And you look on it from the aerial view. When you just come in at the church, them realize. Them a tell me from long time, so them want leaks and them thing. They are good all 2 years, so nothing ever go on. And this time I feel shame when I go out there. Like, yo, wow. People I look to and if you do something, and sometimes you just come with your long two and you come in like a joker. You know, so you still go there and muscle up yourself and say, yeah, well, all right. But upon it, we love it same way, you know watch nothing.
Yes,
So that
yes,
manifests
yes.
now. So that works now lead to the works down in after that now we get introduced to the St. Mark Church in Addis Ababa.
Okay.
And then now when we get introduced to them say them have some celebrating 100 year plus them a do renovation too, but not renovation, them a make like some mall outside of them. Cause what every church have to do, every church have to build up them like some little shops and them thing around cause for them land that. You know what I mean? Cause no land no there. Everybody only have the land where them depend. Government, the past two government, them take where the government before. Any land, church land, anything, them scrape that way. People land, and it's just so, it's like them kind of thing, the Africa kind of mentality, tribalism, run for. So every church have to fend for itself. You know what I mean? I saw it about big old riches put on over there. So, the church, like the main church, this is certain church rich. Like Kulubi Gabriel, that built by McCannon again. You know what I mean? So you have to see all of them royal churches where foundation in the country, the royal churches. So the St. Mark now is this is in Addis Ababa now. It is on the compound of the university. So
Okay.
His Majesty used to pray. That the one I mean praying place every morning. Some of the dirt of Jerusalem in the Holy of Holies. You know what I mean? So when Jah call we to all them place and all them works, this Jah road. This Jah is the pay master, I and I do nothing, I and I just a walk in a Jah road, We just a walk Jah road. We hear all of the song them where Rasta sing. We hear the bingy sound. We hear everything. I would know say I no joke none of them things there from. So we just walk the road as diligent as we can. So we reach there. So now when we look, boom, them carry me in at the back part. And I show me few things guys Majesty when nobody never see it. When we look, you see the man I take out a cabba. When I look over there, I say, wait, what am I do? Come out with the cabba. Then we turn around, put it on for me. When His Majesty Kaba, man. So you see famous.
Explain what a kaba. Explain what a kaba is to the ones them who may not know what a kaba. Explain what a kaba is.
A kaba is that royal cloak where you wear. His Majesty always wear them. And them wear them for wedding garments here too. Wedding garments, But His Majesty always see him in them throw over thing they like. Some of them with some design. When you see him sit down in a chair, some of them have some design come up here so and them cover over, like a cape. Yeah. So so just some mystic thing happen sometime and you just have to say, wow, look how that just manifests itself. So say I know you are do nothing. I just do everything. You have to understand that part there, this beautiful, glorious road which Jah have in front of you,
I call it the King's Highway. I call it the King's Highway when you trod that Ivine state, and the same way from the Bingy chant, turn aside from everything that lead I and I astray. Rastafari is I light. There is no other light. I and I are treading in the footsteps on the King's Highway, and when you are able to really focus, and reach that frequency, because it's a frequency,
Yes.
Then you allow yourself to become an instrument. And this is so important with the I block, because building churches was one of the key works of Haile Selassie and Empress Menen. So to hear that the Rastafari community is integrally involved in the restoration of churches, this is a continuation of I and I mother and father work. So it show you that this manifestation become real. It take on flesh. His Majesty governing the hearts of his children. So it really warms I'm on heart for know say the item have that link with a Jericho Godo. First and foremost, that is a continual link. It's not just a one link. And then for know say even that the other churches now, because this is a process of a unification, not every Ras is going to be Orthodox. Let me be clear. Because every knee shall bow, every tongue confess. So you have man will come from all tradition.
True.
We just heal the divinity.
True.
Some of them not gonna be Orthodox. We know that. However, there is a strain or a strand or a section of I and I goody, which is going to be that Orthodox, as the eye block the brethren them getting their baptism. Certain ones trod it in, but from a Rastafari perspective, and we cannot ignore that perspective. And it's a joy just to hear the eye speak of this manifestation, as the family evolves, but that there's active work, and we're going to task our brother Kip Ezekiel to come and bring us some footage of some of these places so we can show them on the Lion Voice too, because we want to see them now, what the churches them look like, and we can put them out to the people so people can actually know that this is a real tradition. This is what attracted I and attracted many of us, is that this is real and it's an unfolding that is happening in real time. You know what I mean? So the latest mission, as the I say, there's something that's gone out. Sister Janelle, big up Sister Janelle. We'll make sure so we have her on this platform as well. One I sister from long time. I put out the sound. I saw the sound about the restoration of the church that was built because of the victory, to celebrate the victory of Italy. Of Ethiopia over Italy. And, this is an urgent call. I want the eye to speak to this project. You touch on it, but I want the eye to really just let the family know why they should be concerned, or why is this something that Rastafari should strengthen, and then how they can send in the strength.
Well, give thanks. So yeah, man. So the tradition move on, coming down to the Trinity Church. So we went there to that church there, and now we did good there, because we they asked us to make a speech, and we make a speech, and we chant a song. It's like a mixed dingy Orthodox kind of thing, and it was well received by the people, man. Them love it. So we give thanks to that. So. From there, someone there told us, and they approach us again and as Rasta, and say, Rasta, the Trinity Church want to fix up, you know what I mean? It's like, and that thing. Yeah, man. Sorry, the voice. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
we're
Give me the
looking at
volume. Give me the
Chapter 10.
volume. Yeah.
Yeah. Look at that. Another, everything, if you link with His Majesty, Ejersagoro, the mother and father place, the place where him personally a pray. Now we reach this to the Trinity Church. It's just a mystic, you know what I mean?
Wow,
So
wow.
the road just a move. So we are encouraged ones and ones, say, support Majesty thing if you no can. And remember, the bank account is for the church. Nothing to do with we. Because one of our thing is mistrust amongst ourselves. You know what I mean? So, this is a bigger thing. The church are handle it. Them approach us. Them know say, the affinity where we have for His Majesty. That is why things is happening. It's not by man. Yeah? It's by the Spirit of the Most High, Haile Selassie. All are impersonal church. Them are them where I get involved. Now them allow if they all sing a song. So we give thanks, we don't know other people look on it. Other people are go fire, burn, fire, blaze, fire, 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 fire. Yeah, keep it answer with the fire, it's just fire we love blaze. So we
Yes,
know some
I.
of them out there blaze all the work now. So We just say, well, no problem, you know. We give thanks to where we are do and watch the naysayers. You know, the kingdom is a heart for a kingdom Rasta do work everywhere, you know. So even if a man
Yes,
not see
sir.
Orthodox side of the work, you know, not feel like say anything funny, you know. You know, but I only I say make we heart be towards Mount Zion, you know. So this is his royal heritage. And the Trinity Church name is the spiritual name is Menbere Sabaoth, the altar of victory. That church was built. It started before the war. Right, yeah, it start before the war foundation. It have a history to before it from Menelik and some other um, you know, nobles and all of them there. His Majesty come now and build that now. It did have different name before, but it a go to the Holy Trinity, you know, because they're there from over 100 years before His Majesty born, from 83, no, just after His Majesty born. Then Menelik start work on that. And His Majesty now come. So after, so dedicated to the victory over the fascists. So that's why it named Membere Sabaoth, the altar of victory. Powerful things them there, you know, my people. Me
Yeah,
don't
man.
know
I
how
mean,
the ones them, the fireman them are see the thing, you know. I know them like burn up enough thing, you know, but you know, I know how them burn up all them kind of thing like that.
it can't get burned because you say it's a king legacy and it's a king work and anything that the king has endorsed and sanctioned, I supposed to defend because he's the defender of the faith. So, I number in the millions globally. So there can be a
Yeah, man.
section that focus on the Orthodox work. As you say, they don't take away from nothing else that's happening. Those who are called, because we have brethren who are called to do this work from that perspective, from the biblical perspective. This is a project that need strengthening. And Sister Janelle also said, if I think there's a way that you can put Rastafari when you make that contribution, so they know it come from I and I as well. So when I'm gonna have all of the information, I'll put it up on the screen as well, so that ones them can see it, and I'll put it in the description of this video so that ones can see it. But it's we're requesting that ones who attribute from this platform put Rastafari, so that the church will know that this is coming from the Rastafari family. And prayerfully, I think they will share that information so we can even come forward and give a report based on the outcome. So, what exactly is the contribution going to do?
The contribution is towards renovation process. I wanted to touch back on the church in Harar. That
Okay.
project down, yeah, the project down where Rasmakanan body and Yashima body is laid to rest. We have a project started where we're building a seating area for the people, kind of Ethiopia, the people sit down outside the church. Inside of the temple, them usually is small. It's outside most people it's just a fraction of people can get inside. And a lot of things keep on the outside, but them have to move from the holy of holies and prayers and holy for things. So that small church, so they sit outside. So we building a section now where we can hold about 200 and something people. I don't remember the number. 120. I think it's about 200 people it can seat then. Right? So that is what our contribution. This project is not completed. But this
Okay.
project, we kind of take it up and we sell to try to move it. But them collect money at the last thing too, But this project is like we have this project. So when this done build now, we need to just build put the metal frame them up and then zinc it. If we done that, them are go donated by the Rastafari community, or anything we want put Rastafari nation, or was built by So we name Rastafari people. Would I know gone this or now in the church for any Rasta will come. Them have some farmer, cause everybody would have read it. And when them go sit down there, them would have know say a Rastafari who bring that inner Harar, the city of peace, the only city of peace in Africa, the fourth in the world. You understand? So this is a project where we want to complete, but you know, money no easy to come by. You know, it's
Yes,
like
yes.
funding.
How far away
You
are
see,
we
they
from
just
that
ask,
goal?
say, yeah, I would have to go get back the numbers. Me not there, me
Yeah,
have
man.
to you
Like I
understand
said, this
now.
is part one. This is part one. Kip Ezekiel. We're going to bring the eye forward because all of these we want, like, as I said, we want to get updates, we want to get images, so that the family, we cannot turn our back on Ethiopia, and our presence must be felt there globally. You know, there's a few strong warriors, maybe not everyone going to live there, but in terms of a global family, we must make our presence felt because I think we are key to the peace and security of Ethiopia. When His Majesty came to Jamaica, one of the things he said when he addressed the Joint House of Parliament is that the relationship between Jamaica and Ethiopia will be key to the maintenance of international peace and security. And as a young Rasta, I always ponder that because I said Jamaica is this little island. What is he talking about? But then me realize is the culture, because Jamaica is a cultural superpower, the culture of African unity, the culture that's going to defeat tribalism, that one love, one heart culture. That is really the contribution. And when you say Jamaica, you can't even just cross out that and put Rastafari, because that really what I'm talk about as it relates to Jamaica. Because when he came to Jamaica, it was Rastafari overwhelmed the whole visit, which is why we celebrate or celebrate that day as a groundation day, because that is what he saw. So his word sound would have been tailored to what he saw, what he experienced. And he mentioned that even in his speech, that what he saw was more than he anticipated upon that visit. So what the eye is doing is also known as public relation. You know what I mean? In this highly Christian country, the fact that the eye is out there doing the work, because on the other side, family, we have people who have gone there under the Rastafari name. We breed up people data, cause a whole heap of confusion in the place, and create a stain on the name of I and I. So this work here, what the brethren is doing, is so vital to I and I, because now it showed the real face of Rastafari and the goodness that I and I represent, and that identity what the Ethiopian them expect to see from I and not a man coming there and a buy woman and a deal with all kind of thing where we're not going at that part there. But it happens. You know what I mean? We keep it real. We have to know that this is very important strategically. You know what I mean? Because remember, say, lion voice, lion pride, we deal with strategy over here on this side of the internet. As we lay out the chessboard, this Armageddon chessboard, Ethiopia, the throne room, we need to have some impact. And that impact has to be felt through economic, collective economic, cooperative economic. So we really give thanks for the I as a pioneer. You know, we have to use that word there with the I, because the I is really doing some work where I go writing at the history in terms of Rastafari return, you know, to the continent, and these foundational works that are laying groundwork, you know, for those that are coming, because many more will be traveling to Ethiopia to live as repatriation gets in full swing. And the work that the I did, you know what I mean, and is doing is, I know, creating that goodwill that would benefit others as they arrive, you know what I mean? And, you know, for others who want to do work, they can connect with the I. They don't have to go and reinvent the wheel. You know what I mean? The work is already being done there by the I, and the other ones, them in Ethiopia, working with the I, because I know the I now work alone. And the I has said that. So in the fullness, what would be I like once, you know, 'cause we're coming up on the 2 hour mark, so we're not gonna give them too much in this interview. But what is the fullness in terms of um, what the I want ones who are not in Ethiopia to know about Ethiopia, and then I want you to talk about the what the vibes is on the ground, because we're hearing all these different sounds about you can't fly the Lion of Judah flag in Ethiopia. You know, we know about the funnel movement. I've done some content on that. What is the actual situation from a Rastafari perspective in Ethiopia? You know, if you have to be careful, we overstand that too, because it's a reality too, in terms of what you say. But just give us an idea in terms of what it's like on the ground, and then also just what is the word sound to the movement right now? Because I talk with my sister Aine, and she said, boy, the rest of them now take repatriation serious. I talk to other ones, Empress Marina, but, you know, whole heap of ones who have been back and forth to the continent. This is an ongoing theme on this channel, that where is that fire for repatriation that was there one time, you know? It seemed like ones get comfortable in the West. So as a one who make the move, who know not only Jamaica, but Atlanta, which is another center of Rastafari, diaspora center of Rastafari, what is the eye sound and what is the current situation on the ground?
Yeah, well, give thanks. So yeah, the trad in Ethiopia is a spiritual trad, you know, so protected by His Majesty, you know. So until whatever works for do the time appointed, we do the work. So if one's coming to Ethiopia and want to know the climate, the degree, or whatever, Haile Selassie Road. So that are the first thing in your heart, you know what I mean?
Yes.
So anything come after that, you know, well, you know, you will see about that. But you must know your purpose, because we have to deal with our history, you know. We are what we are, you know, we in Rasta. So, you know, so that is the first outlook when, you know, you try. Well, it's a religious place, very religious, and that is good. So we have to in tune and realign ourselves with the spirit. We can come here and a fight what is the 3,000 year norm now. You know what I mean? The culture from the Judaism to Christianity that held the Ark of the Covenant cross of Christ, throne of David. So to we don't have no choice. You know what I mean? So who know who you understand? But some of them say the whole of Africa is the thing, is true. But this the Mount Zion for Rasta people. This is
Yes,
our
sir.
Mount Zion. So yeah, so the climate is that for we. That is our climate. And that's how we are moved through. So we know that Africa is a tribal place. So, you know, these things happen, is a regular occurrence, you know. In many African countries. Unfortunately, you know, it is going on here. So we have to be mindful of those involvements, because we are not government people. We have the Ethiopian World Federation, which His Majesty give way to govern ourselves. And in it, it's a come home and carve for yourself a place in the sun. So His Majesty done set a framework for how we for move, you know, and I always will tell people, just, you know, love the brotherhood, you know, honor the king, you know, man. So honor him. If him say the things, them, and if him set down certain things, just honor the king. So EWF is a must, like for me when I find out about it. You know what I mean? Everything lay down. So himself come home and carve for yourself a place in the sun. His Majesty also say tribalism is worse than racism. So we come in, we expect these things, it's happening all over. You know, Bob Marley say, iron like a lion in Zion. So him a warn you already, so the spirit, him come in like that angel there, you know, which him is, you know. Yeah, man. You know, him tell you have to be iron like a lion in Zion. I know fight, you go fight anybody. But the spiritual battles too, and the what going on around. So when you come here, you don't get involved in that. You don't talk about that. That's what them say. Plus, we have our own governance. No business that where ID say you can't vote, you can't go in the army. So you don't have no talk in a politics. So we don't want to hear about the politics part. We are work with the church. We hear about the spiritual calling. So we are focused on the spiritual calling. Because if you focus too much over there, so you forget where you don't even say your quarrel say you can't build your own. What's stopping you from building your own? But you quarrel about it. Me not going to a reparation me a wait for. So, you know what I mean? The majesty say, come and carve for yourself a place in the sun. Him never say, wait till them give you some money. And him say, try for yourself, self-reliant. Africa
Highly,
wages creators. So why
highly.
we can't put our head and come create what the situation is? Because we know our history and we prophecy. So when we are complaining, I don't know if them down in a Babylon too long. Maybe the system comfortize everybody. But maybe. You know what I mean? So, but it no matter. Build up the walls of Zion. Great is the Lord and greater to be praised. In the city of our Jah, Addis Ababa, in the
Highly.
mountains of His holiness, Ejersagoro. Beautiful for our situation. The joy of the whole earth is
Mount
Mount Zion.
Zion.
We know our
Highly.
thing them there. So if we deal with it within that realms of royalty, and see the thing now, the calling of His Majesty appear of Him church over the family personal church. The princess them did there the thing too. You know, the princess them did there, and I think I see Zara come. Because I'm going through the crowd and I look and I say, oh, right, yes, them name on the list there too. I never have not penetrate that. I just do what I do. When we go somewhere, just focus on what you have to do. But they were dear to the royal family because remember that church, them as Pickney used to go to that church there. So
Okay.
everything what we do attached personally to His Imperial Majesty. So we would encourage ones to see what them can do for the king. Nobody watch church and the church this and the church that. Just pay your vows, man. You pay it unto Jah. Now watch the flesh in front of you. Pay where you pay unto Jah. And Jah will give you all a blessing too. Because I must say your heart is for the kingdom. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man,
And
we give
Haile
thanks. So
Selassie
we
is the
give,
head of the church. He's the head of the church.
see it.
You know?
Them compare him to many things, but them compare him to John 10, the porter. Them say that has been take a concrete shape in Ethiopia. That like him is seen as the porter that opened the door so Ethiopia can now get everything. You know what I mean? So the king, one of the priests them says, His Majesty's name shall remain immortal. So and of flesh, so we caught up in the flesh and that's I can't dead and well, the whole thing is a spirituality. But it manifests in our flesh. So we give thanks to the flesh will come or the however that go. But just spirit, you know what I mean? So
Well,
we work with the
that
spirit.
iron has gone into I and I because see that we carry out the work we embark on. So including and up to the unification of the African continent and peace on the entire earth, because this was part of his ministry. You know what I mean? So it
I
really
like when you
is,
say ministry. Yes.
yeah, because he's the head of the church, head of the military, head of the church, head of the government. You know what I mean? Triune, triumphant. You know what I mean? Um,
Yes, I am.
if you want glory the king, that's about it,
Yeah,
because
man. The Prince
when
of Peace.
yeah, Prince of Peace, because when you
Yeah.
and I said this to all of the young rasses, when you start research His Majesty, the facts are much greater than any kind of fiction where you hear,
Yeah,
because as a
yeah,
youth
yes,
you
I
hear
agree
about
with
His
that.
Majesty I chop the
Yeah.
bomb with him foot and slice of apple in a
Yeah.
13 piece, and you hear these fantastical things which could be true still, we don't know,
Yeah.
him turn into a lion and when him go Haiti, and we hear all kind of story, but when you research the actual work, when you do the tedious work of setting up government, of building institutions, all of which are still in existence today, you know what I mean? That to I
Yes,
is
yes.
even more miraculous, because as a brethren who tried build institution and who has been part of many Rastafari institution, it's not a easy something for build an institution and have it survive past your direct involvement, you know what I mean, and still have life. And you know what I mean, and His Majesty the entire Ethiopia, that is His Majesty the number one airline on the continent right now, is His Majesty handiwork, Ethiopian airline, you know what I mean, connecting the continent. These are part of the vision, you know what I mean? The Organization of African Unity, or AU, you can call it His Majesty handiwork, because without His Majesty, Monrovia and Casablanca groups would have never come together. You know what I mean? So there's so many examples. The University of Addis Ababa, which is Haile Selassie University, military college, the agricultural infrastructure, you know, everything you can name in Ethiopia today, you would have to trace it forward to Haile Selassie the first. That even though the Western powers have tried their best to foment dissent and tribalism and tear Zion apart, it's still stuck together to this day because of the institutional framework built by Kadamawi Haile Selassie the first. You know what I mean? They're still trying to figure out how they put succession in the constitution. We never see that yet. You know what I mean? The man them, how devious them is, and them still can tear apart the country because it's so intricately interwoven by Kadamawi Haile Selassie, the brain power where His Majesty have, the theoretical power, you know what I mean, is the highest, you know what I mean. And we say that without apology here on the Lion Voice network. So we just touched 2 hours. Give us a final sound. Give us a final sound for the family in terms of just what I would like to leave the global Rastafari family with right now. And remember, family, this is part 1, so don't get vexed. Drop your comments, let us know what you would like to see in part 2. But this is going to be a regular feature because I've been reasoning we're bringing together Rastafari independent media, the virgin of our channel, ZG Chapel. Make sure you go over there, you know, interpret of the prophecy and how it relates to I and I. Make sure you subscribe to the Brethren platform. He's going to be putting out much more content on his platform as well. And we're going to be putting out content. We're going to ask the Brethren, like I said, all of these churches and historic, you know, Harar. When the Brethren send me I first video Harar, you know, send me I got jive for. So, you know, I'm going to look forward for the idols. You know, all of these things that you're seeing, the historic, just send in, you know, some video footage so we can show people the reality of this trad, the narrative, and also the financial Lion Pride. We know, we give thanks for those who are supporting I&I, but we're asking now for ones to support this Brethren works. Both the church that Ras McCunnin built with Ras McCunnin and Yeshima Burial, and then also the Trinity Church in Addis Ababa, that is also His Majesty Church, the Altar of Victory. And especially that the foreign powers are trying to reclaim Africa right now. You know, the neo-colonialism is trying its best right now to secure Africa for the Armageddon War. The great powers are trying to carve up the continent to secure their supply lines for this great war that has already started. I think it would be a powerful symbol for I and I to, you know, help with the restoration of the altar of victory, for sure. So we are confident, you know, regardless of their machinations and their involvement and their undermining, that we will remain victorious as Africa's Armageddon has passed. And, you know, although we see what's happening in Congo and all of these places, we're not naive to the thing. We know that the victory is sure. So, yeah, give us some final words, Son. Honorable Ras Kip Ezekiel and and to the Lion Voice family.
Yeah, man, you said the victory. Yeah, man, is a must, as His Majesty said. Peace is not an is, it's a becoming. It's a continuous works. So each I and I will get in we realize where the works there, His Majesty works. We just take on the works and do it. So everyone must just take on His Majesty works. Although I know every Rasta take on His Majesty works. But it's a tide of change coming now, because it's 1,000-year reign with Him, so we just in the first little door part, we just kind of just scrape through. And we are the fireman, then we open the door, but this generation of us. But it will continue. So, the peace of Africa is we can do it, a Rasta the only thing, but we don't know if we know it. So we have to organize things in the continent. We have to support things in Congo, as you say, we have to support Rasta movement in Ghana, South Africa, places where it's strong, Zimbabwe and these places, because the continent, and the continent I go free through even the reggae music, same way. Reggae music, a positive music, a royal music, a man now I take it, because the devil at him height now, a man ego can jump anywhere now. But it's a royal music, we have the chanting, the drumming, African vibe that. So the whole me hear people in Nigeria and big man say, yo, it's Rasta going unite Africa. So this concept is in the mind of the people. Some people make we organize ourselves towards the continent. You know what I mean? So there is them, be blessed. You know what I mean? Wherever the item is, as far as Rastafari in everyone's heart. As little as a man I do, him still I do something, but we need to focus more on our something and stop, go on other things. So we big up to the Lion Voice. These are the platforms and the network that we really embrace from we link up. And I just know say it's a blessed thing I go on. So support even the channel, because if you not support the channel, it's start, but we go on it and we look on something else and we look on something else. So support our thing and we build together. So more love to the family. The joy of the whole earth is Mount Zion. Blessed love.
Amen. Perfect love. And you heard it here, family. And you know how we do it here. The time has come for the Lions to tell our own story. And this is the Lion Voice.
Lion Voice.
Well, great is the Almighty, and greatly to be praised in the city of Haile Selassie I, the mountain of His holiness.
Yeah, from Cape to Cairo, from Timbuktu to the Nile, the whole entire continent.
Beautiful for situation, the joy of the whole earth is Mount Zion, from Accra to Addis Ababa.
Yes, it's beautiful continent, better control, mama.
Very beautiful.
From Cape to Cairo, from Timbuktu to the Nile, I smile. For Mama
I hear you call Mama Africa. Been so long since I see Mama. Father of Africa set the law. The lion come and dismantle Babylon flaw. We gonna use solar energy, use sanitation to build the ecology. We utilizing green technology. We hailing Haile Selassie first without apology. And then we build the youth them economy. We dismantle Babylon monopoly. We teach the youth them how to live properly. Tell them make sure them got the title for them property.
Yes, this beautiful continent, better control, Mama Africa. From Cape to Cairo, from Timbuktu to the Nile, I smile. For Mama
I love you, Mama. Your heart never harden. I wanna turn all your slums into garden. I wanna stop all of your youths from starving. I wanna stop all of your tribes from warring. So much to say, so many feelings. We've both been hurt, we both need healing. Since the League of Nations you've been appealing. You stand up against them backdoor dealing. I hear you call Mama Africa. Been so long since I seen Mama. Father of Africa set the law. The lion come and dismantle Babylon flood. And I hear you call Mama Africa. Been so long in America. Father of Africa set the law. The lion come and dismantle Babylon flood.
So be still, all enemies of Jah. Know that he is the King of Kings and Lord of Lords, the Lion Conqueror. And it was said of Ethiopia, the highest himself shall establish her. His majesty was born there.
And I know that I love you so. There's no place that I'd rather go. Tired of walking through slush and snow. Repatriation, that's a must I know.